We are the Patch on the Bay, a luxury studio complex with available on-site living quarters and amenities. We include a complete production system comprised of a production suite, a recording studio, a mixing room, a mastering house, and a dubbing stage so that we can streamline our production without major bottlenecks. The property also features a full-on resort with pool, gym, sauna, and sports area. Our studio complex is located in San Rafael, California. San Rafael offers some of the most affordable land in the state while being just outside of the city of San Francisco. The benefit of doing business in this area is that it is close to the Silicon Valley and some major companies and studios in the entertainment industry. These businesses include Pixar Animation Studios, Universal Music, Univision, and CBS, among others. Our initial plan is to have 3 basic income streams: hotel, studio, and merchandising. They can also be subdivided into other categories. For instance, studio-related activities, we have recording, mixing, mastering, and dubbing revenues, along with any additional services such as instrument rentals, tapes, vinyls, CDs, and flash drive sales. Restaurant and housing profits would be included under the hotel revenue. We can also subdivide all of our merchandise income between online sales and our physical store inside of the complex. We're asking $30 million from our investors. $15 million will be used for our startup cost, including $2.5 million for all the equipment and $10 million for the facilities, plus an additional $2.5 million for the cover of any extra construction cost that happens. As we can see here on the graph, construction costs portrayed by the 3 larger portions total 75% of the expenses. We are also forecasting an operational cost of approximately $5 million per year. The graph shows that 63% of our expenses are on wages and 24% are on advertising. Our projected income is expected to be $1 million per year. We can observe that the studio is our greatest source of revenue, followed by the hotel, and lastly by the merchandising sales. The projected income growth is expected to be between 50 to 100% per year. This graph shows the income projection over the course of 6 years. This next graph shows green as the expenses, blue as the income, and the line in the middle is the remaining balance. With that being said, we can observe that we would break even only after the 5th year. If you make a balance of every yearly income and expense for 5 years, it totals $10 million. In that sense, we feel like the remaining $15 million should be used to cover the operational expenses for these 5 initial years. Our budget widely reflects every startup and operational expense in detail. In 5 years, we plan on giving 50% of our company to the investors. Basically, today's agreement follows that each of the 5 owners has 20% of the company. So after the 5th year, each one would own only 10% of the company, and the investors would receive the remaining 50%. If 10 years have passed after starting the business and for some reason we did not break even, the company will be passed on entirely to the investors, granting them 100% of the assets and total control of the business. Our target market is comprised of recording artists, orchestras, marching bands, stand-up comedians, producers, recording labels, ad agencies, and movie companies, to cite a few. Most musicians discover their musical talents around their teen years and begin to perfect them into adulthood. Our direct competitors aren't many. Sonic Ranch 51 in Arizona is the closest business model in America to what we are proposing today. Our prices vary depending on the services of your choice, starting at $150 an hour for our production suite, $300 an hour for our recording studio, $250 an hour for our mixing, and $200 an hour for our mastering. Our dubbing services are based on the project. We also offer lockouts for our recording facility, which would be $3,000 per day. We can make special prices for albums and if more than one service is used. Housing would be an additional $150 per day on the hotel or $2,500 per week on the beach house. Our prices are very competitive since this is an average price of a top-notch studio like Full Sail's Audio Temple, Master Disc, or Sterling Sound, for example. Also, our housing prices are below average for the luxury facilities we have. Our marketing strategies are comprised of direct selling through producers, labels, targeting specialized conventions, and social gatherings. Affinity marketing can be used to gather resources through joint actions with highly known brands such as Coca-Cola and Chevrolet, for example. Point-of-purchase marketing will be used to cater to the clients already working with us, like offering discounts for merchandise, packages, and bundles. Search engine marketing, retargeting, search engine optimization, paid media advertising, social media marketing, and viral actions are crucial on our marketing plan. We plan on having referral programs with other businesses around the area and with department stores around the country. Our marketing campaigns will be seasonal. In the near future, the Patch on the Bay is going to be its own publisher and record label. We also intend on opening our own sound reinforcement business targeting solely California and neighboring states in the beginning, expanding to the whole country in the following years.
created using Powtoon.